If you have ever watched pro play or high elo streams, you probably noticed that the best players in the world play completely different from everyone else. They are a lot more confident and see way more game-winning opportunities. And you probably notice one thing in common with all these ADC highlights in history: courage and mechanics. If one of these were to be missing, none of these plays would ever be possible. And today I'm going to show you an easy way to improve on ADC to skyrocket your skill level and rank. The answer? It's ARAMs. Hear me out. When I first role swapped from jungle to ADC in 2019, I was stuck in master tier for months even though I was previously a low challenger jungler. Then I started playing ARAMs with my friends, and at the time it was very competitive because we would essentially wager money for each ARAM based on damage dealt. Basically, whoever dealt the least damage would have to pay the other 4 players an X amount. After playing these ARAMs for a month, I realized I had gotten significantly better as a player because once I returned to solo queue, my rank skyrocketed to challenger within the next month. And that was when I understood that playing for DPS and ARAMs subconsciously improved my mechanics, decision making, and movements. So now I will show you exactly how I think and play when I play ARAMs so you can improve the same way, minus the losing money part. Alright, so this game I'll be showing you how to improve with ARAMs. So first thing you do, whether it's in Summoner's Rift or ARAMs, identify the threats on the enemy team, right? So who can actually kill you, right? Who has threat to you? For this game, it's obviously going to be the Kiana and Fizz the most because they are the assassins on the enemy team and we're ADC, so we always have to be aware of the assassins. We just have to be careful, make sure we stay away from them, and then always stay at the sidelines where we can DPS. Like, watch out for spells, obviously, right? Try to kite around the spells that they can throw. Like, the important word here is they can, right? So if they haven't thrown it yet, just always try to predict it. And this guy's flashing for me too. It is what it is. If you die once or twice, it really doesn't matter, right? You spawn infinite amount of times until your nexus explodes. You just have to take it easy. It's okay to die in ARAMs, and you shouldn't be scared of dying as long as you can do DPS and practice your movements and mechanics. Just try to keep moving around, keep DPSing, farming minions. It's just like really brainless, I would say, once you start doing a lot more. Like, it just comes to your mind like muscle memory. I think I'm just going to reset here. I have item. I mean, they flashed on me. It is what it is. And now I'm going to look into buying Wit's End. In this game mode, you really don't have to buy boots. Like, boots is kind of useless. Just, like, full items are all you need to buy, right? You don't need to really walk. And you don't need boots to kite in this map. Like, it's pretty meaningless. So just try to get used to how powerful you are at certain item spikes and just try to remember that, right? Like, if I can one-shot their Ezreal with Static Shiv alone in this map, then, you know, on ARAM, it's like, then, you know, on Summoner's Rift, it's going to be pretty similar. So it's just to, like, get your muscle memory up, right? To train yourself. And in Summoner's Rift, you're really not going to get this experience much because, like, every game is 20 to 30 minutes, but most of the time you're going to be farming minions. You're not really fighting. It's a very slow improvement unless you can, like, you're really good at this, right? You're really good at just, hold on a second. Unless you're just really good at improving, like, the top players of your region, right? But if you're not, then you're going to have to try different ways, right? Not everyone has like 10 hours a day to play. Like, not everyone can dedicate half their life to League of Legends, right? A lot of us have, like, you know, jobs, responsibilities, things like that. So playing this casual game mode with the intention of improvement will help you a lot more in the long run, even in the short term as well. So yeah, this actually works. I've done it myself. Like, I'm not even trolling you when I say this because I've done it myself, and it was kind of my secret at getting better at ADC, because if you train yourself to play aggressive in these ARAMs, do as much damage as you can, right, as much DPS, and your positioning and mechanics will improve very fast. And as long as you bring that energy to the Summoner's Rift, like, I'm pretty sure you will just shoot up in ranks. Alright, so be careful here. Make sure you're at the sidelines. Sideline is always the best spot to be as an ADC, right? Standing at the furthest range possible, doing the most DPS. Just hitting whoever you can. And you see, like, my entire team is basically just dead or very low, but I'm still almost full HP. But I guarantee you, I did a lot of DPS that fight. So if you look at any single professional ADC team fighting, you know, in pro play or solo queue, this is how they play in laning phase and team fight, skirmishes, everything. So as long as you get this, you're like good to go. Like, you're guaranteed at least Master Plus in ADC. Right here we can die, it doesn't really matter, like they're just going for us anyways. Like if the Blue's gonna exhaust me, she's gonna exhaust me, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna go recon by our item. Our build is kinda scuffed, but it's ARAM, so it is what it is, right? So I'm gonna go Terminus next, probably going to be a BT after for fight him. The build doesn't really matter as much as long as you're like buying damage items, right? Like you can experiment, you can even like try to find some crazy combination of items, but the more important thing is the playstyle. Alright, so we're gonna pop Ghost. Now you can take Ghost or Cleanse in ARAMs, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna get payback on this Lulu for oh, she flashed. I mean, I don't really mind dying here. I don't want to burn my flash for this. Like, I'm okay with dying. Like, another important thing to learn is, like, knowing when you can use your summoner spells and when you should use your summoner spells. So right there, like, I'm already half HP. If I flash, it doesn't really matter for, like, kills or to, like, live, right? If the Kiana goes on me, I should save it for next fight when I'm fully conditioned. I have max HP, max mana. Another thing that you can bring into Summoner's Rift, right? You gotta train yourself to think that way, and then eventually you just get much better. So I would say like this is like a hyperbolic time chamber. If you just keep playing ARAMs, you don't even have to play that many. Maybe like 3 or 4 is good enough per day, or maybe even just 2. Right? 2 ARAMs is basically a ranked game. Instead of like going to a ranked game and getting griefed and losing 20 LP, you could be getting better in ARAMs. Just know that. It's careful of the Kiana. She could just ult us here, so be careful. Right, she didn't try to go for us here. That's like the good thing about standing in the sidelines, right? The enemies most likely will only care about the people right in their face. When you can actually like look at the entire fight and just make the correct decision. So, and we're back. Let's get this turret. Yeah, the Fizz is not going for us. Pop a Ghost here. Dodge Rumble Ease. And then next up is Ezreal. There's another coming out, alright. I'm gonna flash that one though, because I think we might get an inhib or maybe even end the game after this. So I want to stay alive for that. Like when you play an ARAM for... Like when you think it's probably time to end so you can move on to the next game, or if you're bored of playing the same champion, you should probably try to end. Like practice ending. Right here we can't though, I'm just gonna get the wave and probably like hit the tower for a bit. Alright, now let's go recall by our item. Alright, so gonna send an ult here, hit whoever I can. Stay away from the people who can kill you. I mean, that's pretty much it for this game. And I think like if you take this, no matter what champion you play, it can be an ADC, it could be like a tank, could be a bruiser, anything like that. The logic still stays. Like this is going to be the fastest way you can improve. And if you play a lot of champions as well in this game mode, like you just learn things so fast. Alright, probably can get this tower and end. Just gonna full send it. Because I'm kind of bored of playing Ashe, I'm not gonna lie. I'm dead here. It's all good though, my teammate should be able to end. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll keep making more guides like this that are different from what's already out there. Try to give people a new perspective on the game and how to improve. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching and I hope you have a good day.